Hello everybody, I'm Toyah.
And I'm Robert.
And this is our Upbeat Moments.
Well, shall I begin, lovey?
You begin.
Well, I've had lots of upbeat moments being at home with my little wife, but I'm going to comment on two in particular.
Okay.
The first is performance is always an upbeat moment for
Yeah.
me. And we played a wonderful festival near Honiton.
Beautiful days.
Beautiful Days,
Beautiful days.
which was established by the Levellers, I believe, in 2004.
It was breathtaking. It was a palace. It was beautiful. And I would say that every profit from that festival goes back into the audience experience. So when we arrived, we were going on stage at 10:45 in the tent. And I think Richard Ashcroft might have been on the main stage. But everywhere was just breathtakingly beautiful. The trees were lit, there were fairy grottos, there were nighttime paths into the woodland. It was so well invested in. And the audience was, I'll shut up, you explain. Sorry.
17,500 people, very good provisions for camping and tenting, and very clearly the Levellers who established this set a certain standard of community engagement as mediated by music, he said. It was stunning. The friendliness.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
It was a lovely event. Thank you, dear Levellers and Beautiful Days Festival.
Yes, and stop shaking the table, Buggy Boo.
I will stop shaking the table.
What I'm going to add is that there were so many people wanting to see us that the tent was, not only the tent was full, but beyond, right up to the palace, was full with people wanting to see us. So we played about 55 minutes and then the audience didn't leave. And we had to stop at midnight. The PA was going to be turned off at midnight. And I said to, I think Dave Leach, drummer Dave Leach, I said, we've got to go back on. They're chanting, they won't leave, they want more. And we'd already done 2 encores. So we ran back on. Well, I ran back on. It was just me. Dave went off to find everybody because everyone had started to strip off. And at this point, it was 4 minutes to midnight. And I said, thank you, everyone. We didn't expect this response, which in itself got a huge response. And then eventually you all came on stage and we started rocking in the free world. And it finished 7 seconds to midnight. We just did it. Did you see the organisers in the wings going, get off?
Twitching gently. And I think it's drummer Dave Quiche.
Oh, did I say Leach?
Leach.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Drummer Dave Quiche. Dave's from Leeds.
He's from Leeds, but he's also drumming in Hamilton for 3 months at Birmingham Alexander, which is only 24 miles from us here. So that was such an upbeat moment.
Now, may I have a personal upbeat moment from our domestic life, dear?
From our domestic life, well, I love that wonderful Sadie, who keeps us running in this house, locked you out today.
Yes, she did. She locked me. She locked me out of the house. Thank you, Sadie, says my wife.
Where did she go? To the post office?
Yeah, she was working for getting stuff for postage.
Love it.
Thank you, Sadie. But what I am going to go on to?
Oh, pigeon.
Wildlife. Coming back, I think it may have been from Beautiful Days. The next day, a pigeon appeared and was walking about on the ground in our parking area. Now, the pigeons in our parking area take off and fly away, simply up to a roof. They know we're friendly. But this little character was walking about on the grounds.
Well, he wasn't walking about, Bug. We thought he was going to die. He had heat exhaustion. He was a racing pigeon. So he was very still, and I took him water and I gave him sunflower seeds. And it took him about 3 or 4 days to fly again. And then he was with us. He was following us, followed us to the car, followed us when we had lunch. He stayed for about 2 weeks.
Yes, and he would eat. We would put out his sunflower seeds and he would eat as far from us as I am from Toyah.
He was so cute, but we haven't seen him for 2 days. So we think he's gone back to Lancashire or Dartford or wherever he belongs.
Now this links in with a personal treasure.
Yeah.
This is a racing pigeon clock. And this belonged to my mother's father, who was the pigeon racing champion of Wales, 1935, 36 and 37, from Aberbeeg. His pigeon Lily of the Valley was the champion pigeon, and my mother would get up 30 minutes before the light came up to make her father a cup of tea, because her father's secret of training the racing pigeons was to throw them out at the first sign of light, training them that when they were in a competition, soon as the light came up, they would be on their way.
Well, they make their way here where we feed them. So my last upbeat moment is thank you very much to the Duke of Richmond and Gordon for the flowers that have just arrived, for saying thank you for me playing Goodwood. You didn't have to thank me. It was really one of the best experiences of my life. It was fantastic. It was lovely. And before I go, I want to see my hot babe in my new t-shirt. Available soon, very soon, on Toyah's merchandise page. Yeah, to celebrate the release of Love is the Law, which is fantastic. We have a gig on Friday. We're playing Parr Hall in Warrington. It's a Toyah and Robert gig. It'll be, an extended concert. We really look forward to seeing you there. And everybody, I believe we've got a brand new Sunday lunch tomorrow. Oh, he's such a star in it. Keep talking, Robert. I'm just checking outside.
All right, we're just checking outside for what's going on in the
Okay. This is a biker's... Oh, it's showing me. Hang on. This is a biker's evening about to happen in our square, where about 800 bikers turn up. I believe it's the bikers and not the Plum Festival. There's always something going on in this square.
The Plum Festival is not till the weekend, dear, and I'm sure that 800 bikers would not turn up just to see the Plum Festival.
Well, they normally have a band on. Anyway, we're yammering. Have a wonderful, wonderful holiday weekend. Lots of love from Toyah.
And from Robert.